So we got Chipping versus JMafia. JMafia opting for Enderman of all characters right here. And Chipping, I've seen their name before. I'm not too sure where though, but I know their Lucina is pretty solid. But right now, so as an Enderman player yourself, what can we expect to see, and how difficult do you think this matchup, just at a glance, is?
I actually have not played this matchup, surprisingly. I have not. There's a few matchups in this game I've not played, but against swords, I think Enderman does particularly well. They just have to like wall them out, as you see right there, and just only create limited openings. It's like basically you control your own stage.
Yeah, I've actually never seen like this type of Steve play before. Oh my.
Yeah, it doesn't always work out.
I never considered like building blocks to defend yourself would be like a good way to bait the opponent into you so that they overcommit and you can get just like a free grab off of it. Right.
And the command punish, just barely missing it. That's actually a true punish. Like they can't air the edge out or anything.
JMafia looking pretty solid with like a lot of their options thus far, so it looks like they put some decent time into this character thus far.
And that's one of the fatal flaws I see with Steve right now. You have to kind of rely on some grab, but the grab being not that great of an option, you just kind of just get messed up for it.
I didn't realize missing text also is so detrimental for Enderman as well, just because like he doesn't like fold or anything. Like he doesn't have an animation where he really like folds or crumbles.
So you don't know if you're in miss tech animation or
right. And so his hurt box still stays pretty big when he's on the ground as well. So it's got to be pretty easy to follow up on missed text off of him so far. So far, pretty even game thus far. I'm guessing Chipping is just trying to figure out this matchup thus far. I feel like not.
Yeah. No. Probably one of their few first times playing the matchup, or at least their first time playing in a bracket.
We're still less than a week in to Steve being out thus far. So obviously, it doesn't take only like less than a week to master a matchup. And JMafia taking full advantage of that right now, for sure. Just like catching all of these landings from Chipping right now. Just mining their material.
Updating the sword. That's something I don't agree with.
You think gold? You think updating it to like gold isn't a good like choice? Because I know, you get like?
I think when you have damage on yourself and you're at like at least a somewhat high percent, you shouldn't immediately do your sword unless it breaks. Because then it always carries over to the next stock. So you want it fresh for the next stock.
That's true. You're right. JMafia though looking like really confident, just kind of outplaying Chipping quite a bit here, using Steve's tools to catch these landings. Like he's not particularly doing anything like super duper. All right, free kill. We like to see it. I've never actually seen the confusion animation. It's probably the laziest stun animation ever. He really just rotates his head. But looking pretty dire right now for Chipping. JMafia with the diamond sword. That was untech. He created an untechable on stage. That was actually insane.
Yeah, this is the situation Steve presents. One of a kind character. You definitely won't see this character. Like no other character will ever be like this in Smash. Or ever come in, even in the DLC.
I haven't watched a lot of Steve, like high-level Steve play yet. I think the only other Steve player that's like kind of popping off right now is Aaron a little bit.
Yeah, the buzz of Steve isn't that bad.
JMafia looking very solid though. Like they know what tools to use. They know how to recover correctly. They're utilizing blocks in like such a very smart manner. I'm very like impressed to see how like quickly people have adapted Steve and like they found stuff that's like really good with him already.
Yeah.
I think Chipping needs to be a little bit better with kind of smothering JMafia, because that's kind of what Steve doesn't really excel at. He doesn't really deal well with characters that are like kind of breathing on top of him all the time. He only has so little. He only has like a few options to get people off of him, really.
Yeah, and I'm actually surprised they stuck with this stage, because I don't believe this is necessarily a bad Steve stage. Steve has the room to work with, because you want to like create a smaller stage where Steve can't run away.
Yeah, Chipping just like trying to find their way in. JMafia, just getting at a disadvantage as quickly as they possibly can, and then giving themselves as much time as they can to kind of build materials up.
Yeah.
They're keeping chipping on their toes too with the minecart as well, forcing them to almost jump. If you like stay grounded, probably as Steve, or like after you throw out the minecart, you force the opponent to jump, and now they're put in a situation where they have to land safely.
Yeah. Oh, nice weave around by JMafia, and there it is. That's basically you basically can't do anything about that.
I'm gonna take you for a ride. Right now, though, chipping finally finding themselves the first lead of this entire set. The crafting table extending the hitbox. That was crazy. Yeah. That was so cool.
These are actual setups, man.
Yeah. We got an Enderman Labber in our presence. Chipping, though, playing this next game a lot better than they were the first game, despite that death right there from the minecart. I can't believe that minecart killed. That thing is strong AF.
Yeah. It's like Bowser doing inside you, man. Except a bit better.
I'm loving these landing aerials. Chipping, yeah, just doing what Lucina does best, keeping the opponent out, and it's forcing JMafia to have to approach a lot more now, and I think Steve kind of struggles to approach on characters that can outrange him.
Yeah, definitely so. Because though he has a sword, it's not the biggest sword.
Yeah.
In this game.
My man's equipped for mobs that are within the distance of these hands. He's not ready for a princess wielding sword. Ooh. He's kind of going in right now, though. Oh, that was an F smash right there for sure for chipping, because that grab is pretty laggy.
Ooh. All right, getting the grab, punish, and just getting them off just so they come on.
Chipping. Taking the back foot like trying to approach a lot more on JMafia now. They have the percent lead, so they don't have to be forcing an approach all the time, because I think JMafia has been getting the most mileage when chipping has been approaching on him, and he's been getting
but the thing
called
with
out
Steve,
a lot for it.
Yeah, the thing is they didn't want Steve to gather materials to have the chance to make a comeback. So it's like you got to choose your poison. Yeah. It feels like.
It's just how confident you are in approaching him and realizing like what options he can do to you while you're trying to land on top of him, which is what Lucina is going to try and do most of the time, because a lot of her aerials are only safe if you're landing on the opponent.
And that bold dolphin slash.
Okay, now I got my man's got cobblestone sword though. He's ready.
Yeah.
He's ready to go.
The chipping, doing a good job. Nice spot dodge up to it.
Yeah, I'm liking how they're catching the whiffs from JMafia when JMafia is off, because Lucina excels a lot at not only walling out but like catching the approaches. And my man tried to bury her alive.
Yeah.
Oh, this is tough.
That
wow.
doesn't work with dirt.
Oh, you can go right through the dirt. Oh no, dirt disappears like way too quickly for it to be like a substantial tool. Ooh, chipping's got to be very careful on their landings now. They're well within the percent for up smash killing right now.
Oh, they're falling out.
Okay, here's recovery. No, opting to just run off stage. Woo! That movement though, to get him out of that situation.
This kind of sucks.
Oh
yeah. With the shield, that's frame 8, man.
It's quick, and it hits right in front of you as well, on characters that are a certain height. Really good stuff by JMafia. That set, like it seems like they have like a lot of set play experience with Enderman so far, because they've just been kind of they like